All right, welcome back. We're going to dig a little deeper into this here. So, uh, again, 450 Bushmaster Custom, 450 Bushmaster Black, 44 Magnum, 240 grain XTP hollow point, 44 Magnum semi-jacketed, 240 grain hollow point. The variables here are very little, so you got to go to your equipment to find the variables, which the reason I wrote up here what we're shooting is because barrel length, rifling twist rate, all that sort of thing plays a major part in the accuracy and how your bullet is going to perform after it exits the barrel. The reason I wrote 24-inch barrel up here, some of you may notice the actual barrel length is 22, but that rifle comes factory with a muzzle brake, so overall length of that area is going to be 24 inches or right around maybe 24 and a half, and a 24 or 24 and a half inch barrel catches a lot more snags in the woods than a 22-inch barrel. So you got to pay attention to that. Also, the reason I bought the Ruger is because the twist rate for the barrel is 1 in 16 rifling. Most of the other platforms, Mossberg, almost every AR style rifle you'll see is going to be a 1 in 24-inch twist rate. So I wanted something a little faster, something that could stabilize a heavier bullet if I wanted to shoot something above the 300 grain mark out of that rifle. So that's why that rifle is in my closet instead of a different brand. The CVA Hunter, it's a single shot, hammer driven, 20-inch barrel, 44 Magnum. So the other thing you got to take into account here is the test barrels at the factory are usually for 450 Bushmaster are 16 and a half inches, because that's your standard AR barrel. And then the 44 Remington Magnum test barrels are actually pistol barrels. It's a Magnum pistol cartridge. So mostly 5.5 to 6 inch test barrels at the factory. Now, that being said, shooting a 20-inch barrel rifle versus a 5.5 inch barrel revolver is a huge difference. The velocities change considerably, and it turns that 44 Magnum into a freight train. So that is the biggest thing. This Hornady Custom, the XTP bullet, it travels about 120 feet a second faster right out of the box than the American Eagle 240 grain soft point. It is a little bit slower, so if my 0 for 50 yards is dead on here, this is 1 inch high at 50 yards, making my actual 0 75 yards. So that works out really well. It's 1 3/4 inch low at 100 yards if your 0 75, so you're well within that range for what you would call minute of deer accuracy, which is kind of a funny thing around the industry that people say. So pretty fast moving right out of the barrel, around 1,800 feet a second. The factory listing is 1,350 out of the 5.5 inch barrel, so you're gaining quite a bit of velocity, and that gets it a little bit closer to a rifle round type performance versus a pistol round performance. So that's the gist of it. If you have any questions, you can shoot me a message. But that's all I have for now. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching.